Right now at noon, concerns over a new outdoor entertainment venue in Pittsburgh as debates mixing families and alcohol sales continue.
And temperatures eventually trending a bit warmer for us out there, but more storm chances on the way. Look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, experts stress the role of safe driving for teens during the 100 deadliest days.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The owner of a new downtown outdoor venue invites Pittsburgh City Commissioners to clear up concerns over alcohol sales and minors in attendance. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Noe. The Greenway at 2nd and Broadway opened earlier this month. Now it's designed as a family-friendly outdoor food truck court and beer garden. The property owners also have an indoor bar connected to the Greenway called the Biles Brothers. But during the May 13th City Commission meeting, another business owner expressed concerns regarding a new ordinance permitting all ages access to the new venue. The exemption allows minors onto premises that are used as an outdoor entertainment and recreation area. Now, under the new rules, alcohol purchased in the outdoor bar cannot be taken outside, and alcohol purchased outside cannot be taken inside. Also, anyone under the age of 21 will not be allowed to enter the Biles Brothers bar. Pittsburgh City Manager Darren Hall says he understands the concerns and a deeper analysis of the city's liquor laws is underway.
Currently, we have somebody reviewing all of our liquor licenses and CMB licenses the city's operating under. And yeah, we plan on going back and giving the commission a report on that when we're finalized.
Well, the Greenway plans to open Thursday through Saturday evenings, weather permitting, of course. Now, in recent years, the city of Pittsburgh added a similar exemption allowing minors and alcohol sales for the Main Street Axe Company. Now let's head over to Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we've got those mostly cloudy skies continuing out there, as you can see from our camera downtown Pittsburgh. It's a little bit of sunshine, though, still trying to work in some locations. Taking a look at the MoDOT camera, 32nd in range line, similar situation. We've got mostly cloudy skies. We've been getting little peaks of sun here and there, and that's what's going to help increase our temperatures. Nothing in our neck of the woods yet on the Skywatch Storm Tracker, but out to our west, showers and storms beginning to develop from the Kansas-Nebraska line down to the Oklahoma-Kansas line in between Dodge City and Wichita, and those will eventually be part of the system that will bring us storms later tonight. 57 is where we started yesterday, so close to normal, but look at our high. 5 degrees above our average low and 15 degrees off pace for the average high. So just, again, another cool day. But we are doing better. 64 in Joplin, 67 in Pittsburgh. And as those clouds pass, you can see some of that sunlight. Temperatures across the region, most of us mid-upper 60s. Don't have any 70s on the board yet, but Chanute and Sedan both pretty close. We'll eventually make the low 70s. We'll start to see those scattered showers and storms rolling in. Those storm chances will increase overnight as we fall back into the low 60s by 11. We're going to break down those storm chances tonight into tomorrow and take a look at that weekend forecast for you here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, an arrest warrant has been issued for a Knoll, Missouri marshal in connection with a fatal hit and run. The charge of felony perjury against Rhonda Weiss follows an investigation by the Missouri State Highway Patrol. According to that investigation, Weiss stated in a probable cause affidavit that she found a suspect vehicle in a fatal hit and run in Knoll, Missouri by cross-referencing the serial numbers on a taillight lens. MHP investigations, however, reveals the lens only displayed specific letters, not a serial number, which matched a variety of vehicles. The discrepancy resulted in charges and an arrest, though a follow-up conducted by the McDonald County prosecutor led to the charges being dropped and the release of the suspect. Wise is not currently in custody. For more information, you can visit KOAMNewsNow.com. Well, yesterday we brought you the report of an inmate who broke out of a Calico Rock prison Sunday afternoon. He's the former police chief of the town of Gateway, but was serving a 30-year sentence for murder and a separate sentence for rape. Now, officials warned that Grant Hardin is a threat to the public. Lakira Banks reports.
He's a sociopath. Prison's not full of people who are all bad. It's full of a lot of people who just do bad things. But Grant's different.
Grant Hardin was sentenced to a combined 50 years for the 2017 murder of James Appleton in Gateway and the rape of a teacher inside a Rogers school in 1997.
He's extremely dangerous. He's already proven that he has no moral core or center that would prevent him from doing anything.
Prior to the crimes, Hardin worked for at least 4 separate law enforcement agencies, including the Fayetteville Police Department, the Huntsville Police Department, and the Eureka Springs Police Department. Officials there told 4029 News he was fired for excessive force in making poor decisions on the job. Hardin also served as constable for Benton County from 2008 to 2012. Hardin studied criminal justice and law enforcement at Missouri Southern State University in 2016 and 2017. Around that time, Hardin also briefly worked for the Northwest Arkansas Community Corrections Center. In 2017, Hardin shot and killed James Appleton. Then, in 2018, Rogers police used DNA evidence to link him to the rape. Nathan Smith was prosecutor at the time.
So it makes it even more shocking when a person who wears the badge would betray not only victims but his community's sense of right and wrong, which obviously it doesn't appear he believes in.
Smith says Hardin's actions have stripped the victim and their families of closure.
And the real thing that bothers me about it is that by pleading guilty, those pleas brought closure for the victims and their families, all right? And so by doing what he's done, that reopens those wounds for them.
Well, the Pittsburgh School District is expressing condolences and offering counseling following the death of a student in a car pedestrian accident. USD 250 yesterday sent an email to families and staff concerning the death of Jordan Baldwin, a 5th grader at Westside Elementary. Jordan died Monday from injuries suffered in a crash on 4th Street last week. The district says counseling and support are available. The email says, in part, Jordan was a cherished and important member of our school family. He will be deeply missed by all who knew him. As we come together to grieve, we ask for your compassion, sensitivity, and support for the family. The Missouri and Kansas Highway Patrols released their reports on fatal crashes they worked over the Memorial Day weekend. In Kansas, troopers report 7 fatalities from 4 crashes. In Missouri, the Highway Patrol reported a total of 3 people killed in crashes over the weekend. The counting period ran from 6 p.m. Friday until just before midnight on Monday. Well, as Memorial Day passes, we officially enter the 100 deadliest days of summer. It's the time frame where fatal car accidents, especially involving teen drivers, are the most likely to happen. According to AAA, nationwide, more than 7,000 people died in teen driver-related summer crashes from 2013 to 2022. Now, in 2023, there were 97 total crash deaths in Missouri alone, with teen drivers involved. Experts say as more teens begin to take to the roads, it's important to stay aware and keep safety in mind.
So we get a lot of local wrecks. Before this, I was a fireman here in town and was firsthand seeing a lot of the wrecks, and especially this time of year when people are over the road, and drinking was involved.
Experts with AAA recommend parents work out a driving agreement outlining who is allowed in their car when they can drive. Well, springtime is in full bloom, bringing with it new life and the beauty of nature. Now, unfortunately, that's not all that it brings. Bugs are making their seasonal return as well. Pest control companies across the 4 states are already reporting a spike in calls. The professionals say there are some common 6- and 8-legged pests to look out for this time of year.
You see anything from pavement ants to large carpenter ants, and they're foraging for food and water. And like I said, if they find a way into your home, they will set up shop. We're definitely seeing an increase in spiders, particularly the brown recluse, and this is a concern as well. They are usually looking for shelter or looking for other insects to prey on.
Now, Sullivan also says that keeping doors and windows sealed can also reduce your chances of a bug infestation. Coming up, the Trump administration is taking more action to target higher education. And later, we're making shrimp on the Barbie in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. The Trump administration is escalating attacks on Harvard University. Natalie Brand has the latest.
As students at Harvard University prepare to celebrate commencement this week, they're sounding off against the Trump administration's latest threats to target the school's funding.
It just feels like our learning or the freedom of learning is under attack.
The administration has given federal agencies until next Friday to review an estimated $100 million worth of contracts with Harvard for termination or transition, accusing the university of discriminatory hiring practices and a lack of concern for the safety and well-being of Jewish students.
Everybody knows they're anti-Semitic, and that's got to stop immediately.
That's on top of President Trump's earlier move to cancel more than $2 billion in federal grants, a move Harvard is now challenging in court.
Cutting funding is very ridiculous. I think that research, funding, intellectual independence are things that have made the United States strong.
Harvard has also sued to stop the administration's efforts to block the school from enrolling foreign students, which a judge has paused. But now the State Department has ordered U.S. embassies to temporarily stop scheduling any new student visa appointments. CBS News has learned the State Department is preparing for an expansion of social media screening and vetting of applicants.
Whether they be student or if you're a tourist who needs a visa or whoever you are, we're going to be looking at you.
Lawyers say the Trump administration has tried to end the legal status for thousands of international students, many over minor legal infractions. A federal judge has blocked that effort while the case plays out in court. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Today, we're going down under with a shrimp dish that's a restaurant favorite.
And we're tracking those storm chances as they begin to increase through the evening and overnight hours. The latest when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. We've been dealing with those mostly cloudy skies all day, but as you can see from downtown Pittsburgh, every so often we do get a little peak of sunshine through there. That's why they're mostly cloudy, but still a lot of cloud cover, dark skies. Temperatures are warming a little more so than what they did yesterday. As you saw, our high yesterday was just a few degrees above our average low. Now on the Skywatch Storm Tracker, on the local level, nothing right now, but we have these storms that are developing out to our west. They stretch from Nebraska to Oklahoma, and these are the storms. This is the one change from this morning. These are the storms that, if they hold together, could bring that low-grade severe risk to parts of our western counties as we roll into the late afternoon and early evening. So we still have that isolated wind risk right here, and that is for those storms that you just saw that are off to our west right now. If they hold together, we could get some storms with some gusty winds of maybe 50, 60 miles an hour, but there is some question as to whether or not they're going to hold together or not. Between here and there, by 2, still mostly cloudy and still dry at least. And here's some of those storms attempting to work into our far western counties, and then that kind of fizzles out. Then we get our next line of storms that'll start building in after midnight. However, severe risks with any of these overnight storms are pretty much zero at this point. We're not looking at anything that is going to be supportive of strong to severe storms as we roll into the overnight hours. So that's the other change from this morning, and that is some good news. We certainly don't need any severe weather. We really need the rain to kind of let off for a little bit, and after this it will. But we've got to get through Thursday first. And Thursday, as you can see, starting again tonight around 11 o'clock midnight, we're going to start getting scattered showers and storms. Some of us may get, again, brief pauses here and there. And then we'll see one more round of some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, try and push through late Thursday evening. And then after that, skies clear overnight. We're mostly clear for our Friday. We are dry for our Friday. And eventually, we will be warmer for our Friday as well, getting a little closer to normal. As for today, we still should make the low 70s. We've got some communities already getting close to 70, so that makes us just, again, a bit warmer than yesterday, almost 10 degrees warmer than yesterday for some folks. Mostly cloudy skies, those northwest winds around 5 to 10 miles an hour. End of the evening and overnight, those storms will continue to increase in coverage, and again, initially this evening, if those storms out west hold together, I could have a low severe risk for, again, our far western counties, so mainly into Greenwood, Elk, and Chautauqua counties, as a possibility for some gusty winds. We'll be back into the upper 50s tonight, a song we have sung many times this week. As we head into tomorrow, again, we'll be dealing with those scattered showers and storms, mostly cloudy skies, because as you saw in Future Track, there'll probably be a break in the rain at least as we roll into the afternoon before we get another round late in the evening, and we'll go back into the upper 60s, so another well below normal day. We'll have that north wind at about 5 to 10. Then Friday looks great, upper 70s. Saturday, do again want to emphasize, these are pop-up storms. This isn't something necessarily will rain your plans out, but you got to pay attention to the sky. You got to keep the KOM Skywatch weather app handy for those lightning alerts, because when thunder roars, head indoors. Even though we're not anticipating anything severe, you don't want to be outside in the water or really outside in general with lightning. Otherwise, we're sunny, low to mid 80s. Watching storm chances possibly on Tuesday, and then again watching another system next Friday, but at least we'll finally get an opportunity to dry out and warm up a little closer to normal, maybe even a little above normal.
That sounds great. Chris, thanks. Well, stick around. We're making shrimp on the Barbie in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, if you like copycat restaurant recipes, then today's Mr. Food recipe is right up your alley. Howard's making shrimp on the Barbie in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We're a country that loves copycat recipes. And today we have a recipe for shrimp on the Barbie that one of our viewers shared with us. She says it's a pretty close second to the one she gets at her favorite steakhouse. And these are so easy, they can be done outside like we're doing today, or inside in a skillet. All we do is skewer some large shrimp on a metal or bamboo skewer. And if you're using bamboo ones, you want to make sure you soak those first so they don't burn. Now we brush them with some melted butter. And to give them that down under flavor, we sprinkle one side with a mixture we made by combining some garlic and onion powder, a touch of sugar, a bit of chili powder, and a little salt and pepper. Then onto the grill they go. After a couple minutes, we brush them with more butter and sprinkle them with more seasoning. Once they turn pink, they're done. And you can serve these as is, or with some remoulade sauce for dipping. And yes, we have the recipe for that too. Either way, these are as good as it gets. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for shrimp on the Barbie so you can get the taste of Down Under without leaving home. I'm Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a restaurant fancy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just head over to KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, could get again a scattered storm or two this evening. Our western counties could have some gusty winds. Otherwise, storms increasing overnight. No severe weather expected. Cooler tomorrow. Great Friday. Watch out for those pop-up storms Saturday. And then the warm weather holds on, rolling into next week.
All right, Chris, thanks. Dow, what do you have for us later on tonight?
Lots coming up at 5. For starters, we're going to take a look at new clues into how long COVID can affect kids. Plus, Missouri's abortion access is halted after a state Supreme Court ruling. And we visit Grove, Oklahoma for the groundbreaking of Flint Fire Mercantile. Join us for those stories, a lot more. It's coming up on KOAM News at 5.
All right, Dell, thanks. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. Have a great rest of your day.